Aloha Capricorn. Welcome to your tarot reading for the week of April 13th through the 19th. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. If you want to get a personal reading or join us over on Patreon, all that information is down in the description box below, but we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. So we are going to do the overall vibe for the week. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll shuffle to see how we can overcome those obstacles or challenges this week. And then we'll move into any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you. We are going to start off with a love oracle and a general oracle just to kick off this overall vibe for the week. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on in terms of love and emotional connections this week. Oh, we have soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. There's a soulmate connection this week for you, Capricorn. Whether this is in love or just with friends that are genuine, loving connections and relationships, there's a lot of happiness for you this week. There was a couple of fire signs that also had similar vibes. So for some of you, you might be dealing with a fire sign. But this soulmate card is such a nice way to start out the week. This is essentially saying that universe is sending things into your life that are here to give you unconditional love and for you to also pour into them as well. We have soulmates in many different forms in our life, whether they are with romantic partners, with best friends, with our fur friends, whether they're cats, dogs, whatever. So we get a lot of fulfillment from many different things in our life, and a lot of those are also soulmate connections. So you have a soulmate connection this week, and I absolutely love that for you. Let's go ahead and get our general oracle and kind of see what we can add to that. We have the Justice card. It says, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. But this is also justice will be served this week, Capricorn. If you've been on the sort of right side of karma, if you've been putting out the good energies and trying your best to really just show up in a positive aura and a positive vibration, that justice will be served to you this week. It's like karmas are being delivered. Are you going to be delivered good karmas or potentially negative karmas? This also can represent you being there to help someone, maybe in a time where they need fairness or equality or justice as well. So if you have a friend or a family member that maybe needs a hand or needs somebody to kind of help fight for their right, don't be afraid to step up for that either. Now I do want to go ahead and move over to our tarot cards here and kind of see what tarot has to add to this overall vibe for the week. So let's go ahead and see what tarot has. We have this card that came out immediately. We have the Five of Swords. We are walking away from conflict this week. The Five of Swords really represents the ending of a fight, the ending of a war. We're definitely not in a place anymore where we have to fight for anything. For those of you that are in any legal situations, know that justice will prevail this week, and it will probably go in your favor, since we do have that Five of Swords kind of saying, you know what, I'm walking away with what I can get, and I'm kind of just closing this chapter. The Five of Swords, you can see that he's kind of looking back. Everybody's walking away from the end of this fight, and he's kind of picking up these swords moving forward. And these swords really represent the lessons or the things, the experiences that we've gained along the way. So take your lessons this week, start moving forward, and know that there is this new chapter on the horizon that's filled with a lot more fulfillment, happiness, and soulmate connections, whether those are new besties kind of coming in or reconnecting with people. You had three cards come out. We're going to take all three of them. These are potential obstacles or challenges this week. The first one is the King of Swords. For some of you, might be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and they might be causing a little bit of conflict this week for you. If there is an air sign that's causing conflict, I would try your best to avoid that at all costs. We are no longer fighting anymore. We are allowing divine timing to unfold things and to deliver the karmas that are necessary. But also, too, for those of you that are not dealing with an air sign, this is a potential obstacle or challenge to speak your truth or just speak up. The King of Swords is not afraid to say what's on his mind. Sometimes he's very blunt. He just cuts straight to the chase. Don't be afraid to speak up and speak your truth this week. We do have the Ten of Cups in reversal here, which means that some people might not like what you have to say this week. But again, I feel like that's part of your power right now. Really just being totally honest and real with who you are and what you want and how you feel about things is probably going to be the way to go here. And more than likely, you realize that in this previous chapter or this previous sort of situation where we did pick up those lessons. We picked up those swords. We are learning to communicate our thoughts and our feelings. For some of you, maybe there is something here that is blocking you from being able to allow yourself to have this soulmate connection in your life. And maybe we need to take this sword that the King of Swords, holds and cut that out of our life, not being afraid of saying, hey, listen, There's new things that are coming into my life right now that are bringing some sort of fulfillment and happiness. This is what I deserve. I've been really trying my best to put good energy out there, and it's being delivered into my life. So let me, take those boundaries and cut things out of my life that are no longer serving me. We do have the Knight of Cups in reversal as well. There is some sort of obstacle or challenge that is preventing you from being able to take this cup of fulfillment that's coming in this week. For those of you that are calling in love, I just want to say that there might be something here that you're holding on to that really is blocking the space for you to be able to connect with this soulmate connection. So for those of you that are calling in love, make sure that you're not holding space for situations, ex relationships, that we've opened all of that up, that we've said what we need to say. Maybe getting closure on things, okay? Because the Knight of Cups in reversal is trying to come in, but there's something here that's kind of blocking that. And I think more than likely, maybe it's just the need for us to say, it's over, or enough is enough, or it's done, or this is the closure that you're getting, or I'm moving in a new direction, whatever it is, okay? Let's go ahead and see how you're going to overcome this challenge or obstacle this week. I think the challenge or obstacle for you, Capricorn, is really just making sure that you have the open space for this new soulmate connection to come in. This is how you're overcoming it. You're moving forward. You are leaving all of this sort of murky, mucky situation with the Five of Swords. You are leaving that in the past. You're moving forward towards the new. The Chariot comes out and says, I will take you forward, okay? We are moving forward. We're leaving all this behind. And if you allow yourself to move forward, you'll be successful. We are literally heading into this space of yellow. And yellow in the tarot deck represents vitality, victory, growth, happiness, all that sort of higher vibrating energy. Remember, justice is on your side this week. So if you are living in alignment with yourself and you're being honest to who you are, and obviously not doing so being mean or rude, right? Just being honest, you will be rewarded this week for that. And more than likely, you will be rewarded with that sort of soulmate connection, fulfillment, and love. Let's get any other messages that universe and spirit have for you this week, Capricorn. Any other messages for Capricorn this week? We have the Four of Wands. Look at that. It's almost kind of like this. You've been building a solid foundation for yourself, which is wonderful. But there might still be a couple of things here that you are holding space for, whether it's conscious or unconsciously, that might be blocking you from having that ultimate sort of moment of soulmate connection. And again, this does not necessarily have to be in love, but it can be, all right? With that being said, your universe and your spirit team are telling you, take a moment and acknowledge and give yourself the celebration on how much you have accomplished thus far in your own personal life. And as you do that, reflect on the things that you are still holding space for in your life. If there is something here that we're still holding space for, whether that means maybe we're not talking to new friends because we're still kind of hoping that our old best friend or our old friend is going to come around and things are going to get better. That's still holding space for that person. Maybe this has to do with a relationship. Maybe there is somebody that you've been on and off again where it feels like a situationship at this point. If we're still waiting for this person to contact us, or if we're still holding space or hope that things might change, that is holding space. Maybe this has to do with the job that's going to bring you happiness in that moment of fulfillment. If you're still grinding out all of your time and your hours at this current job that's not fulfilling you, that is holding space, right? We are being asked to open the space this week so we can continue moving forward on building this sort of happy fulfillment altogether with the Ten of Cups in the upright, right? Right now that Ten of Cups is in reversal with the Knight of Cups in reversal, where it's like this ultimate happiness and fulfillment. It is coming in for you, but we have to have the space to do so. So leave all the stuff in the past, leave all the murky stuff in the past, open yourself up and know that there are these new opportunities for connection and fulfillment and love this week, and all of your good karmas will be delivered as long as you stay open. Stay open to them, okay? Nice energies here, Capricorn. If you are still here watching this video, make sure you give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider subscribing. I would truly appreciate it. It helps me out. If you want a personal reading, you can always head over to themagicsiren.com. All the information for all that is down in the description box below, okay? So if you want more information on that, go ahead and read down there. I will let you get back to your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon. Aloha.